Kyle, congratulations on being selected. I just wanted to get your thoughts about, when you thought, how interested you thought the Bucs were, and just the opportunity to come in and learn behind, the greatest of all time here.
Yeah, first of all, I'm just super excited for this opportunity. I had some great conversations with, a lot of the offensive coaches from the Buccaneers. So towards the end of the round when their picks were coming up, I always, figured there was some potential there. And luckily they believed in me enough to give me this opportunity, and, they're going to get everything I got.
Thanks.
Okay, we'll go over to Greg Allman.
Hey, Kyle, congratulations. Obviously, you've shown a patience to be a backup when necessary, and obviously you're going to be behind one of the best quarterbacks. Just talk about the opportunity you have to learn and know you don't really have a real high expectation of playing right away because of who's ahead of you.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they definitely have a great system going on down there in Tampa Bay, and the opportunity to learn from one of the greats that I watched growing up has been one of my favorites. So to have that opportunity is truly remarkable. But nevertheless, I'm going to come in and work my tail off and do whatever I can to help this team.
Thanks, Kyle.
We'll go over to Jenna Lane. Jenna? Okay, we'll go over to Mark Cook.
Hey, Kyle, congratulations on being drafted tonight. When you read some of the things that critics maybe are concerned about with you coming into the NFL, I think the number one thing is arm strength. Obviously, the Buccaneers felt your arm is just as good as it needs to be. But just talk about that. Is that something that you can work on? Is that something you're even concerned about? Just talk about some of the critics and some of the things that, and maybe even some of the shots people have taken at you to get to this point.
Well, I mean, first things first, I think I've showed that on film that I can make every single throw on the field. And I don't think, arm strength is necessarily one of the huge, weaknesses of mine. But of course, I'm always looking to get better. I'm always, trying to get bigger, faster, stronger. But I think that, I have plenty of arm strength to, make all the throws there is to make in the NFL.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to try Jenna Lane again.
So sorry about that, Kyle. Technology issues. Congratulations to you. I'm just wondering, throughout this process, how comfortable did you feel with the Bucs, and how sure were you that you thought that might be a destination for you, or were you really not sure?
Yeah, I definitely wasn't 100% sure about anything because I know how crazy the draft can be. I was trying to keep a very open mind, and I was super excited when the Bucs. I saw that Tampa, Florida number call me. It was feeling like no other. They were one of my most favorite teams. Throughout this entire process, and when I saw that Tampa Bay, Florida, man, it was unbelievable.
What made Tampa Bay one of your favorite teams throughout this process?
I just think that the organization's in a great spot right now, and I just got along so great with all of the offensive coaches and all the Zooms, and being able to talk with them at Pro Day and things like that along the way. So I'm just really looking forward to getting started and putting in that work and doing whatever I can to help the team.
Congrats.
Thank you.
We're going to go over to Edgar Thompson.
Edgar.
Kyle, congrats.
What's up? Thank you.
How much are you looking forward to working with Tom Brady? If you weren't asked that, I got in about 2 minutes late.
I'm definitely looking forward to it. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of my favorite quarterbacks growing up. So to have that opportunity to learn a lot of knowledge from one of the greats is a great opportunity for me. But yeah, I can't wait to get this ball rolling for sure.
And staying in Florida, what's that going to be like? Because you certainly got a lot of fans in this state at this point after your career.
Right. Staying in Florida is amazing. I mean, I loved my time at the University of Florida, and to have the opportunity to, continue my career right down the road is amazing. I love the state of Florida. I'm glad I get to stay there for now.
Awesome. Thanks, Kyle. Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you.
We're going to go back to Rick Stroud. Any media with questions, please raise your hand.
Kyle, you obviously can make all the throws, but is your one of your better abilities just your ability to read things out, understand offenses, be that quick twitch guy to get the ball out to the right people?
Yeah, for sure. To have that decisiveness to get the ball out of your hands and know what to do, and the ability to read defenses. But overall, I think all those things you listed just comes from preparation. And I think that's one thing that really helped me excel at the college level is, the amount of time and, effort I put into my preparation. So whenever I'm out there on Saturdays, I was able to know exactly what to do with the ball.
And other quarterbacks came off the board before you that you competed against, even beat. I mean, I'm just curious what you thought. Did you think that you might last till the second round, or did you feel like you were underdrafted and probably belong, in there sooner?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have, much to say about that because I know, I was just trying to keep an open mind. I know I can only control what I can control, and I was going to be happy with whatever opportunity that I was given.
Thanks.
Go back to Greg Allman.
Hey, Kyle, if you can, just take us to what you're doing right now, just the celebration, who you had there and who you got to talk to find out the good news.
Yeah, so I got my family here, my girlfriend, my brother, mom, dad, some family members. So, we're after this, go, celebrate the moment for the night, and then we'll find out what's next. I'm sure we'll have to, get to work soon.
Thanks, Kyle.
Yes, sir.
We'll go over to Mark Cook. We have time for a few more.
Kyle, obviously in a college football season, I don't know how much time you have to spend watching the NFL, but were you able to watch the Buccaneers much this year? How familiar are you with what Bruce Arians likes to do offensively and even Byron Leftwich?
Yeah, I got the opportunity to, watch them a lot. Luckily, being in Gainesville, Florida, the local channels were playing the Tampa Bay game. So I did watch them quite a bit. And I really like what they do on offense. And that's why it just seemed like such a great fit in my mind. Just the style of play and, the personality and the character of the players and the coaches. And I just think there's a lot of great people in the building right now. Obviously, I'm not there yet, but just, from an outsider looking in, it just seems like a organization in the right spot. So I'm really excited to get started and learn as much football as I can.
Thank you.
We'll go over to Jenna Lane.
Hey, Kyle, we talked to a lot of Bucs players about this last year, young guys who kind of grew up dreaming of being like Tom Brady, and they had posters of him on their walls. And it was pretty surreal for a lot of them when they finally got to meet him and play with him and practice with him and everything. What's that first meeting going to be like for you, when you guys are in the facility together and out on the practice field together?
I mean, I don't know yet. I'm sure it'll be pretty surreal. I'm definitely looking forward to it. Most of all, I'm looking forward to, the amount of, knowledge that, I can just, absorb from being in the same room as him. So I just, I can't wait to get to work.
Thanks.
We'll close out with one question from Zach Goodall and one from Josh Allen.
Hey, Kyle, congrats. I'm excited to continue covering your football journey here in Tampa Bay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you're 23 years old. You've got 5 years of college experience, but I mean, you're still technically a young quarterback. You have less than 2 years starting experience in college. So how do you feel that at the next level with Tom Brady, with Bruce Arians, you can still continue to improve?
Yeah, absolutely. That was a big question mark that people had on me in college. And I feel like I proved them all wrong. Everyone said I hadn't started for a long time. And then I went in on the biggest stage and played at a high level. And I feel, very confident in my ability to play on any stage. And I'm just continuing to, work out and, learn the game and further my knowledge. So I'm sure like this transition, obviously the speed of the game is going to be faster, but, I'm sure I'll be able to handle it. And once I get to work and just get this ball rolling, everything will be good.
Thanks, man.
Yes, sir.
And we'll close out with one from Josh Allen.
Hey, Kyle, congratulations. How are we doing?
Doing good.
So the last time we spoke was at your pro day, and you had said that you've spoken to the Bucs coaches and staff multiple times. They were down there at your pro day. When did it really kind of set in that, the Buccaneers could be a potential possibility of a team that would draft you? And just kind of explain, your emotions right now, being able to learn from Tom, learn from not just him, but the coaching staff of a Byron Leftwich, Bruce Arians, Tom Moore, Clyde Christensen, and how much communication did you have with those guys as a whole?
Yeah, well, I mean, throughout this whole entire draft process, there's only a limited amount of times that, they can really contact you. But I definitely had a feeling that they were interested, probably I'd say about a month ago when, a lot of the Zoom started ramping up. I was on Zoom calls with, Leftwich and the GM and things like that. So that's when, when I saw, Tampa roll around every time their name would pop up in the draft. I was just, kind of, checking my phone because I knew that there was potential interest there. And luckily, they had that faith in me. And, as far as, my feelings right now is just, it's totally surreal for me. And I'm just trying to, soak it all in, enjoy the moment. And once this is done, just get back to the grind.